coming on here later and later. It's 10:45 in Vegas right now, and here I am on the Danny Miner Daily Show. But folks, we had a huge day. Okay, nothing in the Nancy Guthrie case, and I'm going to be honest with you, folks. It's starting to turn cold. It's even cold online. Okay, I posted a couple Nancy Guthrie videos, and I think I got 2,000 views, 4,000 views. And when the case first started, I was getting 200, 400,000. Okay, and now we're down to 2,000 views. So I could see it's turning cold. It's even turning cold, folks, on social media. On social media, it's even turning cold, folks. So it's very, very strange how quick this case just is starting to dissolve. And what happened in Mexico today, I could see this case even getting less attention. I could see it getting less attention. The only thing I could tell you about the Nancy Guthrie case is a bunch of citizens got together today and searched for her. So citizens got together and did a search for Nancy Guthrie today. Okay, so that's what they did. And they did say that if they found anything, to notify the police and not touch anything. I did hear they found a backpack. So these citizens that were searching for Nancy Guthrie today, they did find a backpack. They notified police, but the backpack looked nothing like the kidnapper's backpack. But you don't know if he was alone or he was with somebody. So the police did take the backpack. So whoever was searching for Nancy today did find a backpack, folks. But honestly, the case is going cold. It's even going cold, like I said, on social media. Like every other video on social media was Nancy Guthrie. Now one every 50 videos. And like I said, my views have tanked. And that sucks, folks, because social media could help solve this. It helps get the word out across nations, across countries. Folks, I still pray that Nancy Guthrie is alive. But folks, I really doubt it. I think we're looking at a murder. And months down the line, we're going to find out what happened to her. I think this was 1,000% a murder. 1,000%. But folks, let's talk about what happened in Mexico today. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to get worse in Mexico. I see it coming. I'm sure you're all thinking that too. This is only going to get worse. And listen, I don't know everything that went on. I'm just telling you in layman's terms what happened here. The Mexican authorities killed a cartel leader. I don't even know who he is or what happened, but they killed the cartel leader, and basically hell has went loose in multiple vacations areas of Mexico. Okay. I saw at the airport in Mexico, I saw people running. I saw people screaming. I seen fires outside. I seen explosions. Folks, this is going to get worse before it gets better. I sense that. I don't know if you do, but what I'm seeing from Mexico, it looks scary today. And our government is telling all the citizens in America, in Mexico, to shelter in place. Our government, again, is telling our citizens to shelter in place. People were on the roofs of hotels watching it. People were locking themselves in their room. And then there was even more threats coming at it from the cartel. Folks, I see this getting very bad. I do. I don't know why, but my spidey senses tell me this is going to get worse. And my spidey senses tells me the United States government's going to get involved. I could be wrong. Okay, you let me know what you think. But my feeling is our government, Trump, is going to get us involved in this. And maybe we should. I don't know. Okay, maybe we should. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I can tell you this. It did not look good in Mexico today. Praying for the people that are in them areas, praying for our citizens. And I can tell you this. I just talked to somebody on the phone, and I said, if one American citizen gets a scratch, Trump's going to go nuts. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Trump's going to go nuts. So what I'm saying is this thing in Mexico, okay, to me, folks, to me, it's only going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It was scary what I seen today. And again, praying for everybody that's involved there, who is there. Hopefully they can get out of there, not get hurt. And any American citizen that's traveling to Mexico right now, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. That's my opinion. I would not do it. I would not travel to Mexico right now. Okay. Definitely not anywhere. Anywhere in Mexico, I would not travel until this gets done because it looked bad today, folks. It looked bad today. And there was a lot of TikTokers that had family in the Mexico and they were reporting live. Folks, it was a scary situation all around. Folks, I want to talk to you also. And to me, this is even more important than anything, okay? The Democratic Party lies so bad. And you think to yourself, as a Republican, when I see these lies, okay, I think, how could they lie like this, okay? A man could have a period. A man could get pregnant. A man could be a woman. They don't know what a woman is, okay? All of these big lies, okay? And then today, Gavin Newsom, or should I call him Newscum, like Trump calls him, Newsom, and Bernie Sanders both got on podcasts and say, I don't even know where my birth certificate is. I'm going to need my birth certificate. Do you know where your birth certificate is? I'm going to need my birth certificate to vote. Now, we all know that's not true. As long as you have a driver's license, any form of ID, you can vote. No one said you need a birth certificate. But these people want to lie to you, blatantly lie to you, and tell you you need a birth certificate to vote. Okay? That's what Bernie and Newsom was saying today. Okay? That you're going to need a birth certificate. And you got to think to yourself, why do they continue to lie like this? But why they continue to lie like this? Because their party believes it. Their fan base believes it. They eat it up. They love all the lies. They're calling Sally right now. Sally, did you hear, Sally? You need a birth certificate to vote. Really, Helen? I'm going to tell Agnes. Hey, Agnes, get the hair dye out because we're going to protest today because Gavin Newsom just said we need a birth certificate. This is ridiculous. And that's what the fuck is going on. That's what's going on. These women are calling each other saying, we need a birth certificate. Governor Newsom just told us this. Get the hair dye out. Why wouldn't you lie to these people? I don't blame these Democrat politicians for lying to them because they believe it. If they believe the lie, they're just going to keep lying. Let me tell you something. When Trump won the election last year, what are we, 18 months in or something like that to his presidency, right? Am I right? 12, 13, 15 months in, okay? 15 months in to his presidency, okay? Into his presidency, when he first got elected, women were calling me, DMing me saying, how could you vote for him? We're going to be in cages in 6 months. We're going to be in chains. We're going to be in cages. 15, 14 months later, are you in a cage? Are you in a cage? Did you lose any rights? Women, did you lose any rights? Gay people, did you lose any rights? No, nothing. They brainwashed you to believe this. They brainwashed you to believe this. And I'm speaking directly to you. They also told you that Hillary Clinton was going to blow Trump out by 11 points because these surveys are so good that Trump is going to lose to Hillary by 11 points. And then Kamala wasn't even going to be close. She's going to win by 12 points. And guys, that's a blowout. That's a fucking blowout. And Trump won both them elections easy. And he blew out Harris even worse. He won everything. Everything. And then Hakeem Jeffries comes out 2 days ago and says this. The Republicans want the SAVE Act because that's the only way they can win an election. They don't want a fair election because they can't win them. They're lying to you again. We can't win elections. We won the House, the Senate, and the presidency. We won fucking everything. Hakeem Jeffries. Bah, 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 bah. He's like a robot. Bah, 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 bah. Hakeem Jeffries. Can't stand that guy. Can't stand the way he talks. Can't stand to look at him. I can't stand him. None of these Democrats could talk, so that's why they lie. Okay? But they lie because, and guys, I'm going to quit calling them the Democrat Party. Okay? They are the party of women. The women believe it. This party is 80% women, and the women believe every single lie. I had a woman DM me today and tell me this. Folks, this is how out of control it is. This is how out of control it is. This woman told me that Maxwell, Epstein's girlfriend, there's a fake one of her in prison. She's the fake one is in prison and she's out enjoying her life. And then he showed me a video of this girl that looked like her and said, that's her. She's out there enjoying her life. And Trump put a fake woman in prison. So there's a fake woman serving Maxwell's sentence while she was out. That's how fucking crazy these people are. That's how brainwashed they are, folks. It's insane. It's insane. And it's women. It's the party of women. And guys, do you think it's going to end? Do you think these women are going to say, we were wrong? We were lied to? That's never going to happen. I'm 57 years old. I never had a woman tell me she was sorry. I never had a woman tell me she was wrong. Never. 57 years on this planet, I never had a woman say, Danny, I'm sorry. Danny, I was wrong. Never. 57 years on this planet, so don't think it's going to happen. So these women are never going to admit they were lied to. They're going to stick with this Democratic Party to the end. Now, here's the even crazier part, folks. I saw another one of their surveys or whatever, right? Their stats, and their stats are showing that Kamala is the front runner to run for president again. She's the front runner to run for president again. And it's not close. She's ahead of Newsom by a ton. She's ahead of him by a ton. She's going to make it again. And they're going to lose. Like, what makes you think people changed their mind about her? Like, you think people are going to say, I didn't vote for her last time, but you know what? I'm going to vote for her this time. No. And you know what? As a Republican, I love it. This girl can't even put a sentence together. She doesn't know how to speak. I don't know how she got as far as she did. Honestly, this girl was the DA of fucking LA, right? Then I think she was a senator, right? How? She can't even speak. But then I look at King Jeffries and he can't speak either. He's Herman Munster. You rang. Trump, bad man. He orange. Trump, bad man. He orange. This man can't even fucking speak. He can't speak. It's the party of that all these speech therapists. I swear to God, folks, they're insane. So I'm going to sum this all up. When you look at the blatant lies, you look at all the lies that this Democratic Party says, all of them, and you think, how? How could these people believe this? They believe it because they'll never admit they were wrong. I'm getting DMs saying there's a fake Maxwell in prison. That's enough said. That's enough said. I got DMs saying they were all going to be in chains and cells within 6 months. They're not in it. And listen, I'm sorry to the Republican conservative women. And I'm sorry to the Democrat women that are like, yeah, we don't believe them either. Because there are. There has to be. That's why we won. Because there's more Democrats than Republicans. So Democrats had to vote for Trump, had to vote for some Republicans because there's more Democrats than Republicans. Okay? So I want to apologize to them women. But to these liberal women, the young and the old, okay? It should be a soap opera. The young and the old liberal women with the hair dye and the septum piercing, okay? You guys have lost your mind. And I don't know why it's the young girls. Well, I do. You know how young girls are, right? They all want to be part of the crowd. And if Susie likes this, they all like it. If Susie likes Taylor Swift, all of the young girls like her. Okay? So women are like that. Young women are like that. They just want to be part of the group. But really, me and my buddy were talking. What really makes this crazy is the older boomer women. What happened to them? Like, why did they fall for this? And honestly, some of them have fell for this worse than the young women. Okay. But you know what the sad part is? I've been to the riots in Chicago and everything. I covered them is seeing these boomer men get dragged out with their boomer wives to protest. And these boomer men are like, yeah, she made me come. Yep, I'm here. And it's even better when you see these boomer men, these boomer liberal men having to wear a mask in the airport because their wives are making them wear a mask. 5 years fucking later, 6 years later, these guys are still wearing masks. And these young girls, I'll guarantee you go to the airport today. Go to the airport today. Spend an hour. I will bet you'll see about 10 people with masks on, 12, maybe 12, 10 to 12 people with masks on. And all 12 of them are young girls between 20 and 25. They all have their masks on. Look at me, Susie. I got my mask on. Do ya? Oh, that's great, Susan. I got mine on too. These girls have lost their fucking minds. Folks, I'm sorry. I just sit around thinking to myself, honestly, this is what I think. Are you ready? And I know I'm pissing women off, but I think to myself, what the fuck happened to women? What the hell happened to them? They believe every single lie this Democratic Party tells them. And I'm going to sum it up with this. Men can get pregnant. Men could have periods. They don't know what a woman is. You need your birth certificate, Gavin Newsom's telling you, to fucking vote. Okay? You're all going to be in chains because that's what Trump wants. You're all going to be in chains. And they believe all of this. Like, Republican men and women, conservatives are like, this is fucking crazy. How could they fucking believe this? But they do. But they do. All right, folks. I already got you for 20 minutes, but listen, I want to go over one other crazy thing because I'm in a talkative mood. I'm in a talkative mood. All right. UFOs. Trump has decided to disclose the UFOs. Okay, unclassified or declassified, whatever, however you want to say it. Folks, if I do any kind of video on UFOs, any kind, YouTube, TikTok, it doesn't matter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever I post it, I'll get people in there laughing. Ha 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 ha! This is so not true. This is science fiction. I'm telling you right now, look at me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. This is 100% true. And you're going to find out. Do you think these pilots are lying to us? You think these pilots are lying to us? They're not. They want this declassified so they can show the world what they're seeing. Folks, our Congress people are telling us it's interdimensional beings. Okay? This is happening. I'm not saying they're aliens. I'm not saying ET's coming from another planet. But there is something going on in our skies. Something. I don't know if it's spirits. I don't know what it is. Something is happening here, folks. And I'm going to tell you this, and you're going to say, Danny has lost his fucking marbles. But don't worry, everybody thinks I'm crazy anyway. This is going to happen soon. I'm telling you, we're all going to find out soon. And that's why Trump's going to tell us. Because they can't hide it. They can't hide it. And if you're not on social media, especially TikTok, you don't know what these people are seeing. People are seeing orbs all over the world. In Florida, they can call them from the beaches. There's orbs everywhere, all over the world. Now, do I think these orbs are a little ET guy in there, the gray alien? No. Okay? I think this is spiritual. And I don't even know what I mean by that. But I think that, I'm going to say, one of our Congress people said it's interdimensional beings. Okay? And I got to admit it, that's probably what it is. It's probably coming from other dimensions. It's spirits. Some people think it's our guardian angels. Do I think it's ships up there? No, I don't. Okay? I don't. I think they're spiritual. I think all these lights in the sky and everything we see in is spiritual. And when I talk about this, people they'll bash me more for this than anything because people are scared. Folks, how do you think we got here? We just showed the fuck up? Oh, yeah, we're just here. Hi, I'm Danny Miner, here for 75 years, and then I'm going to be gone. Hi, I'm going to be gone. No one's ever going to hear from me again. It's not true. Something's going on. We were made by somebody. And I think we're going to find that out. Folks, we've been lied to our whole life. We can't fly over Antarctica. There's a treaty. We can't go to Antarctica. No country. And all these countries got together and signed this. What's in Antarctica? Why can't we go there? Why aren't we asking these questions? Then the moon. I watched Tucker Carlson's interview. He said that moon is in the exact spot it has to be for this world to work. The exact spot. And Tucker Carlson said, what's the odds of that happening? That moon landed in the exact spot so we can all live. Folks, you got to think, how? How did this, it just happened by chance? This was just a coincidence that the moon got right there so we can all live and our oceans move? Folks, no. No, something's going on here that we don't know. There's a higher power. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not going to get into religion. I'm not even going to say Jesus Christ. I'm just going to say spirituals. There had to be a higher power that made all of us. That made all of us. What are we thinking? What's our consciousness? You got to start asking yourself all these questions. Folks, the reason I'm saying this is because I'm telling you it's true. And I'm telling you, I've never seen anything. But I can tell by what I'm hearing, what I'm researching, okay, is that these phenomena are real. I watched one of our pilots, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about it. I watched one of our pilots. He said he was working for the government. They called him, and they said he had to pick up a craft. When he got there, he realized the craft was not any of ours. He said it was an egg-shaped craft. And he said when he had to come over this hill, he was going to pick it up and take it away. This egg-shaped craft. This is one of our decorated pilots. He was on News Nation. This was on News Nation and Fox. He said he came over this mountain, he saw this shaped egg, and he immediately started crying and getting emotional when he saw it. He said he had this feeling of good all over him. Like it made him happy, it made him feel good, but he also was emotional from it. He said he never felt anything like this just by seeing it. And you know what the scary part is? Not scary, might even be beautiful. He said it has stayed with him. He still has that feeling in his body from it. Now, what is that, folks? What is that? What is that? Folks, I'm going to tell you what I think it is. And I already said spiritual, okay? God, you guys are going to think I'm nuts. I don't think it's aliens. I think it's something. I think it's whoever made us. I do. I think they might be fallen angels. I think these things might be angels, these orbs. I watched another one of our military guys say that it could be a craft and then it changes shape and goes into something else. It could change into anything. It's because it's spiritual. It's a spirit, and that spirit is changing into different things. And that's what people are seeing in the sky. Listen, if you're on TikTok, you say all these crafts look different. All these orbs look different because they could change into whatever they want. They could change into whatever they want. Folks, it can't be hidden anymore. It can't be hidden anymore. And that's why Trump is doing this, because it can't be hidden. People have cameras. People are seeing it. Our military has came out and said, this is real. This is real as this book right here. It's as real as this book, folks. And I know it's scary to folks out there. And I know when I put these clips, I'm going to get ripped. You're fucking nuts. You're nuts. There's nothing out there. I'm just going to end it with this. There's nothing out there, but you believe We're on a fucking ball. A fucking ball. We could be upside down. I'm upside down probably right now or something. Okay? That's spinning. And it spins all over. There's other little balls all over the place. And there's this one ball that fucking gives us heat. Then there's this other ball that moves our oceans. So you don't think that's crazy? The only reason you don't think that's crazy is because you were taught that as a kid. They brainwashed you as a kid that happened. So you were brainwashed from 4 years old. So when I say the moon moves our oceans and the sun gives us heat and we're on a fucking ball, you don't say that's not true, Danny, because you were brainwashed at 4 years old. You were brainwashed at kindergarten, 3 years old when your parents started telling you about all of this. Okay? That's why you don't think that's weird. But if you never heard that, and I said to you, we live on a ball, okay? And there's another ball that gives us heat, and another ball that moves our oceans, and there's balls throughout this whole universe. And you see that star we're looking at right now? Yeah, that's been burned out 1,000,000 years ago. We're just seeing the light from it. Now, if I fucking told you that without you knowing anything when you were 4 years old, you would think that was insane. But they told you that because that's what they wanted you to hear. They didn't want you to hear the rest. They hid this from you. That's why we can't go to Antarctica, folks. And folks, honestly, I keep saying this. This is the last thing I'm going to say. If you think we step foot on that moon, you need your head examined. There is no way that moon thing happened. Not a chance in fucking hell. You tell me they took a craft that looked like a Coke can and they all got in there and they blasted the fuck off because they needed this power to blast off. And then it lands on the moon. They fucking dance there. And somehow, without a blast off, they return back to Earth somehow. And they call them on a rotary phone like, hi, is this the astronauts on the moon? This is the president. If you think he called from a rotary phone and talked to people on the moon when we didn't even have cell phones, you need your head examined. I would bet 100% that moon thing never happened. Did you ever see the Nevada desert? I live in the Nevada desert. I will guarantee you that thing was filmed here in this desert or it was filmed in the Arizona desert. Okay? I'm telling you, folks. Or Death Valley in California. That's where this was filmed. There's no way our president did a rotary phone. What's the number again? Oh, 221. Hi, moon. Get the fuck out of here. If you believe that, you shouldn't even listen to me. You shouldn't even listen to me. All right, folks. I may just think I'm crazy enough. I spent a half hour. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow.